Alright guys, welcome back to another Steam free-to-play walkthrough. Today we have Keyboard Commander, which was released yesterday. I tried to beat it, but it is so hard. That's why there's no reviews on this game. It's not because it's not a great game, it's because it's freaking hard, and people probably can't beat it, except for maybe the easiest difficulty. That one's a little bit easy. But like the second difficulty starts out easy, it gets super hard. I tried to beat the hardest difficulty. I could only get to night 5, and I was like, oh, that's the end of the game, right? Because it's got 5 chapters. No, there's like 8 nights in a chapter. Boy, I haven't got past the second chapter yet. So I'm gonna beat this. As always, I'll leave a link to the game in the description. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Also, I'm doing it on the second hardest difficulty. I was about to do it on the easiest last night because I was feeling defeated, but no. I'm gonna beat it on the second hardest, or easiest at least. It's so hard, dude. I'm telling you. Plus, if you do it on the easiest, it takes too long because there's not enough enemies to type all the words. You think this would be easy because there's only like 100 words in a night, maybe 200? Oh. On the hardest difficulty, you have to type grammar and like caps too. On this difficulty, you don't. But you have to pick up the money. If you don't pick up the money, your weapon's not going to be strong enough late game to like do good. So you see those like 8 key thing that just popped up? That's money. You need that. Real bad. Also, if you make mistakes, your weapon does less damage, so you don't want to make mistakes. Yeah, obviously. But yeah, you need to pick up every freaking thing you can pick up. Because later in the game, if you can't kill the monsters, you're screwed, bro. Because some of them are really hard to deal with, like the Ragers and whatnot. Ragers, basically, if you miss, like, a word... I need to stop yelling. It's because this game's so loud, dude. Like, the game audio is freaking ridiculous. I got it turned down a good bit for y'all, but for me, I can't hear it. Also, there's, like, no tutorial in the game, really, outside, like, the load screen. So it's really hard to tell how certain things work. I did learn tab is to change your weapon, though. You do get different weapons. I think it's only worth to upgrade the rifle, though, because you only get so much ammo on the other weapons. And they actually fall behind the rifle eventually, I believe. But that might be why I'm struggling, is because I'm not upgrading correctly. I have no idea. The only thing you have unlimited ammo on, though, is your actual rifle. Which is why what I upgrade. But this dude's vocabulary is insane, bro. It's so huge. And if you're doing the hardest difficulty, the grammar is so tough. But yeah, if you do this on this most easiest difficulty, it takes forever, dude. It's so long. Because like one enemy spawns at a time. It probably gets better later in the game, but it literally took me like an hour to get to the freaking, I guess pretty close to the end of the second chapter. Because I could definitely beat it on the easiest. It's so easy. It's like night and day difficulty comparison. Basically for the sheer fact that you're one-shotting everything, so nothing, you can't get multiple words off on one enemy, so it makes it take forever. Sorry if my like voice is off and everything. It takes a lot of focus actually, because you don't want to make mistakes. And basically, you get some health back every level. There's those healing ones. That purple hair thing I just killed, that's a killing freaking one. And it makes, oh, it gets so toxic. There's so many types of zombies in this game, bro. The worst by far is the Rager, though, I believe, in my opinion. Also, those worms up there, like you can see it up at the top, they like eat other zombies and they get stronger. So that's kind of toxic too. But you see how it is right now. That's how it is like the whole time in easy mode. It takes forever to beat a level. Also, you get less money in the harder difficulty because you one-shot. It takes more words to kill a monster, so you don't kill it as many, so you don't get as much money. About every monster, when you kill it, though, drops at least one item, usually, to pick up. So it's good to get your number keys ready to press for the money. But yeah, you know, I always look for like harder typing games, and I love typing games, but this one is challenging. The story's really good too, though. I like it a lot. I think it's a really good game. I'm actually surprised that nobody's uploaded like a review yet. But I'm guessing it's because it's hard, and it takes a while. Like, the 5 chapters are long, dude. Alright. Let's see, that even on the normal difficulty took me 6 minutes to beat that night. Okay. 14 January 2017. Professor Warren Gray at some point, perhaps in the future, if there is a future for our oblivious species, I'm certain some socially inept academic is going to, publicly comment that we should have foreseen our demise, that there should have been warning signs that authorities fail to address. The irony is, of course, that they were warned consistently, and not just by myself, despite having written several books on the subject. My Cellular Doom series painstakingly chronicled how humans were being impacted by the pervasive inundation of invisible waves that degraded our vulnerable brains. I even predicted the tipping point, the outpacing of technology and our understanding of it, and how it would adversely interact with our minds. Though I was close, the truth of our transformation was far more similar to what earlier prophets had predicted. Clarion calls of horrors that arose from the black and white mortuary soil, infecting others with rancid mouths, rather than the reality of our infectious need to connect with the corrupted hive mind. But yeah, as you can tell, it gets crazy, dude. His vocabulary is so huge. But yeah, basically you're just typing out the whole journal, the whole level. That's whatever you type is what comes up in the journal. And it's a pretty good story. It's not like no redundant words, really. His library is like huge in this game. And it makes it really hard to predict, like, what word's coming next, because you can only see 2 words at a time. So I try to predict them so I can type faster at certain points, and I always guess wrong, because his vocabulary is so big. But yeah, you have to pick up the upgrades, because you will get overwhelmed so bad later. Also, there's something else that's hitting the zombies too, and I don't know what that is. It happens sometimes. You see those explosions over there? That's not me. That's something else doing that. I don't know what it is. But yeah, sometimes you have to like change who you're targeting because like the nurses and stuff. And that's really hard to do. Because also, something that's kind of messed up with this game is that, like, sometimes the words won't match up with the creature that's closest to you, which is really toxic. Really toxic. Hella annoying, boys. Truthfully, the warning signs were all around us. If there was an initial symptom, it was the degeneration of written... Also, I just woke up, so I'm struggling really bad. Of written language and grammar that dictated its use, which began as soon as the first trappings of modern communication were constructed. Children appeared to be easily susceptible. Those unformed ambulatory sponges, patient zero of systemic, premeditated neurochemical manipulation by corporate behemoths that served premeditated neurochemical manipulation by corporate behemoths that serve dopamine like espresso with every click on their electronic Skinner's box. Try to take the screen from a child's hands and witness the howling maelstrom of electronic withdrawal. Also, I should explain the UI since I kind of know how it works now. Obviously on the left you have your weapons that you pick up. That you can change between with tab. The second one is garbage, actually, so be careful of that. Your first tab is going to bring you to a very useless weapon that does like no damage. In the bottom left you have your multiplier for not missing a word, which is important later on. You can't see it, but in the top right is my health. My head's up there. Also your money. What else is on there? Bottom left is your word count for how many words you got type left. At first, it was a cultural niche of gamerly speak. Also, there's a little bar on the bottom left next to your multiplier, and if you get enough energy things, which are the lightning bolt boxes, it gives you an omega attack. It's supposed to kill all the zombies, but it doesn't. I think it takes them to like one hit, and then you can it heals you full, so that's super nice. Cultural niche of gamerly speak: the deification of misspelled words and indolent abbreviations that soon gain purchased in common vernacular through the deepest of game chats, as linguistically dark as the basements that harbor the troglodytes of its creation. Troglodytes is a really funny word for trolls. See, I can't even afford the upgrade right here, so I'm gonna get an ammo upgrade, honestly. I don't know, I might just save for the rifle. Cause see, it says I don't know, dude. The good thing about the mortar, even though it says its DPS is the same, which I don't think is true, is that it fills up your bar almost instantly because you're hitting all the zombies at once. So that's a good thing about it. But yeah, I'm just gonna save for my rifle, to be honest. Also, if I get quiet, it's because I'm focusing and this game is hard. Really hard. That was a pretty good one. Yeah, some of the stages are a lot shorter than others. The short ones are really nice. Okay. Blaster sucks. Oh, the blaster sucks, bro. That's the second weapon I was talking about. In tandem, the rise of instant communication spawned text-speech stylized shorthand for the expedient transmission of mediocre ideas by adults too eager to be on with their day, or too distracted to adhere to the codified grammar so painstakingly taught to them by unappreciated educators battling against the endless corrosive tide of linguistic drift. Like, to get to this point on easy mode, it takes like 30 minutes, bro. It's long. I think this heals you after the battle, which is kind of not great. I think, honestly, the only thing that's worth getting is the freaking rifle. So I'm just going to say, oh, I could have got another rifle upgrade. I didn't notice. I can't do math. I was like, oh, so can't do math. Can you imagine typing all the grammar this guy puts in? I suck at typing grammar anyway, so... And sometimes it's really hard to tell what's caps and what's not. Like a C is really hard to tell in this. Also something that sucks. What the hell? How did I spell that wrong? Alright, I'm gonna use my weapon here because I'm in a bad spot. Kind of sucks if you put the wrong thing for your upgrade. It also puts you in a bad spot. By powering up the Rager zombies. Yeah, so, what was I gonna say there? It doesn't matter how many zombies you kill. It does not matter. It's how many words you type. So you can kill all the zombies on the map consistently, which is why easy mode takes so long. Then came the memes. Whether by wit or ignorance, concepts worthy of discussion and nuance were boiled down, rendered into viral hieroglyphics spread by self-ordained cultural priests of social media. Cults propagating grammatical misconstructions of their and they are toxic thought bubbles that needed no research, no sources beyond the emotional bias confirmation at once designed and excuses how I feel. No longer were we held accountable to factor editing, fully unburdened and adrift in the Freudian id. All of us hoodwinked by the algorithmic con. Yeah, this game is like... when the grammar Nazi survives like the zombie apocalypse. It was like thinking back on all the stupid things the non-grammar Nazis did. Damn you, technology! That was stressful. I'm glad I got a lot of upgrades there for my rifle so I could keep using it, because that was bad. That was real bad. I was like at what, 10 HP? Oh, I got the thing. Boom, baby. This is the ultimate attack. See, it's supposed to kill them all, but I guess it doesn't. It just gets into one, so you can type more words, I guess. I don't even think it gets into one sometimes, bro. Technologic, but at least it does full heal you. Oh my god, this one's so long. See how hard this is? And this is normal, bro. This is like the second easiest difficulty. See how I couldn't find his damn... Oh, bro. But you see how that close to zombie, I couldn't see his words because they were all the way at the top? Oh, that's so toxic, dude. Oh, each subsequent iteration of our society's linguistic degeneration enabled with alacrity by the communication behemoths and their parasitic middleman. Technology must respond to the consumer. The consumer must have more instant access to the feel-good echo chambers, data mined and encapsulated by each click, tracked through smartphone, tablet, and laptop. Our lives spent staring into screens that held unaccountable for typo or opinion. Addicted to the apps designed to specifically dominate our attention before bed, click that last like or have the last word before lights out. Upon waking, check the notifications that lit dark rooms before fading into sleep mode. Scroll with your breakfast, on the bus, and on your breaks. Sneaky peeking in pockets with each new vibration throughout the day. Mankind's hubris is now how I now find myself, unfortunately vindicated. I am not some weird street prophet railing against the rise of technological demons, but an academic honed on the whetstone of knowledge and reason. My predictions on the failing of humanity were based on the observations I made as an English professor, witness to the disintegrating quality of my students. Year after year, as the cellular signals became stronger and the devices more ubiquitous, the technology more addictive, the further my students strayed from the intellect that once propelled our species into the stars. Sweating, boy. Want some air. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. I'm gonna upgrade that. That was nice. Oh. After this one's new chapter. Might die here. Oh boy, that sucked. That sucked. Oh. Yeah, that was a weird one. I sucked at that one. I grew perhaps paranoid in my adamant refusal to engage with technology dependent upon wireless infrastructure. The fear that I too would begin to degenerate or worse assimilate drove me to absurd lengths to remain a forced Luddite. Over the years, I transformed my modest home into a copper-laced Faraday cage to block the signals emanating from above. I removed all but the most archaic and landlocked devices from my life. I am certain that this and the copper mesh sewn into my hat is the sole defense that protected me from the bedeviling hum that has rendered my colleagues and students into anthropophagic catatonics. Boy, anthropophagic is a freaking hard word to type, dude. Not gonna lie to you. Not cool. Okay. It's hard to get the damn power-ups. You gotta get the power-ups, bro. And it's so hard to do while you're trying to type all these words, because there's constant monsters. Also, another thing that's annoying, it doesn't always target the closest thing to you, so that really sucks when it doesn't. It normally does, but it doesn't always. Where's the word at? That was a pretty good one, even though I had to use my weapons. I've been having to use my weapons a lot. They just get weaker and weaker because I'm not upgrading them. But I have been helpless until today to but scavenge for my survival through this derelict of human consumerism, as I avoid becoming a meal for the slavering hordes that linger in the detritus of their former lives, each one swaying to the pervasive hum of their degeneration until some small movements sends them howling and careening, mouth first at the object of their unfortunate attention. However, I believe I have stumbled upon the key to the silencing that hum forever. Be it by luck or divine providence, I have discovered a clue to the revival of humankind. Chapter 2 began. This is where Chapter 2 starts. See, this only goes up one damage if I upgrade it, which kind of sucks. I don't know, dude. Oh, yeah, I wish I could kill him first, but I can barely tell who's who because everything's so small in this game. It's so zoomed out. See, that one to my right should have been the one it targeted, but it targeted the one off screen, which is it's still not targeting. I hate that, dude. Because normally it will just go straight to who it should target, and then sometimes it will not. I hate when you're trying to you're trying to switch around and then you start typing the word so it won't let you switch anymore. That's toxic, dude. I hate that with a passion. Caps engaged, huh? I about died there, dude. I had 1 health exactly. That sucked. What? Savage, dude. Savage. Goddamn. So hard. I'm reminded of the day before the panic set in. I was standing in my kitchen with a cup of coffee in my hand, clearing the night's sleep from my brain. Watching an absurdity through the window above my sink, the Jenkins boy was pulling a full-on Don Quixote on the scarecrow in the middle of the field. Across the lane, this was not as uncommon a sight as you might think. Prescott was known to attend LARPing events, and I had seen him frequently in the field, assaulting that sackcloth totem with a foam-covered wrapping tube. His current state of undress, however, suggested that he had been the victim of illicit substance overindulgence during a local EDM performance that I had just read about in the morning paper. While I was pouring my coffee, it was with mild amusement that I donned my slippers and robe, and proceeded out into the field to rouse the delinquent child as one might a bothersome raccoon from your trash. Excuse me. Oh, God, dude. Where am I at? Oh, that one went well. I'm having to use my weapons a lot though, so when I get to later ones, when my weapons don't do anything, probably I'm gonna be screwed. On occasion, there is a kind of wisdom in opting to engage with humanity wearing more than slippers, a bathrobe, and a Faraday beanie. However, seeing as I had run Prescott out of the field on several previous instances, I felt that engaging with the young man would require nothing more than my coffee cup and a rolled up newspaper. This is one of the few times in my life where I am comfortable to admit that I was ill-equipped for the situation. As I approached the boy, I became aware that he was clad in nothing but a filthy sock, the tattered remnants of an old science fiction t-shirt featuring a property that I'm not allowed to name due to copyright laws. Probably Star Trek or Star Wars, I'm guessing. That would be my guess. I'm going to get more ammo, I believe, because it's nice to have. Might be a waste of money, but nah, whatever. It's my waste of money. Yeah. One thing I do want to say now, and probably at the end of the video, is that I hope the creator doesn't get discouraged because he doesn't get a lot of reviews. It's just that it's really hard to make a good video when you're having to focus on typing. And probably a lot of people are struggling with the game because it's really well made. I doubt nobody's found it yet. I'm just assuming people haven't gave it too much of a chance. Nevertheless, I approached Prescott through the mud, mindful of picking my way lest I lose my slippers to the muck. As I neared, I noticed that the grunting he emitted was less that of an individual engaged in the grueling rigors of farcical combat than that of a feral beast displeased by the discovery that the object is salvaged to yield a much desired reward. Or maybe it is savaged. I despaired for the boy when I noticed the cell phone jutting out of his ribcage and the tire tracks gouged across his back. My vocal emotion fell off with the realization that the mortality of the youth may be in question. What did you savage, dude? Boom. Okay. Oh, he's chewing on something. That's why he savaged. I got you. It's weird. Mad, concerned about his slippers. We're doing pretty good, I think. Like, yeah, it took me like an hour and a half to get to this point on easy mode. And not because I was dying, just because it takes, I've said it a billion times, it takes forever. Presently, Prescott left off his fruitless mastication and turned his attentions to me. Lunging to cross the short distance between us, I tossed the dregs of my cooling coffee in the boy's face, hoping to bring him to his senses. The tactic had no effect as he barreled into me, and I found myself off my feet and blinded by the slop of the field. Somehow, in the opening moves of our combat, I lost both my slippers and my robe. Long dormant instincts, developed by my time in the military, slowly surfaced, and thusly I ended poor Prescott, bare skin prickling in the cold autumn morning with my best coffee mug. Is that what they taught you in the military? How to kill people with a coffee mug? It's funny. I know he wasn't a radio guy with how much he hates cell phones, so... That was a short one. I like that one. It's nice. I could wax philosophical about death and rebirth. The long one's coming up. Boy, it's so long. Death and rebirth and the psychological transformation of surviving an unexpected zombie deathmatch. But I fear the significance of the experience would be lost on my audience. It should suffice to say that at the end of the melee, I was reborn much in the same manner as my original entrance into the world. Screaming, naked, and covered in someone else's blood. Oh yeah. Just the way I like it. Okay. Oh, this ain't the long one. Okay, cool. Next one's the long one. It wasn't until I was dripping the feeded mixture of field sludge. It's so important to pick up the upgrades, guys. I cannot tell you that enough. To pick up everything that drops almost. A filled sludge and dead teenager on my kitchen floor, that the significance of the situation fully dawned on me, and I became aware of my need to observe the outside world without being in the outside world. I am lucky that I have no immediate neighbors to witness my comings and goings between field and home. Mud, excuse me, makes a poor choice when it comes to modesty. This next stage is where I was stuck on this difficulty earlier. Hopefully I can beat it now. With my weapon, my weapon's so much stronger than it was last time because I wasn't picking up the upgrades right. Like, right now, why am I not targeting this one that's punching me in the butt, like, after I kill one? That doesn't make any sense, dude. I don't know what my word is. See how long that is, boy? Yeah, I couldn't beat that last time, so I'm on the right track at least. I need to start upgrading my laser, I think. The relic I ventured back into the cold morning to retrieve was Prescott's waterproof Bruegel Collar.tm wireless communications device. I discovered the waterproof portion of the device feature due to the vast puddle of poor Prescott it resided in. I'm not sure the color dot makers had intended for this phone to be stored inside a human body, but due to the unfortunate circumstances in physics, I was required to spend a small but horrible portion of my life fishing a cell phone out of Prescott's chest. It was only a small leap of logic to surmise that the device could in fact be run under warm water without damaging it. It may come as a surprise, but my personal experience with cellular devices ends in the mid-1990s when pagers were beginning to become popular with drug dealers in the 80085 crowd. At the end, there was far more Prescott of me than the image of a. And there was far more Prescott on me than the image of a scalding shower could comfort. It is an unfortunate observation, but it seems that Prescott's decay was emblematic of the much larger events that transpired in the following days. As I perused the web in my second best robe and slippers and sipped hot coffee from my third best coffee mug at the end of my driveway, I witnessed not only the destruction of civilization as I knew it, but also the rise of the mindless dead. God dang book, boy. Okay. Yeah, she will need to keep pace with the freaking undead horde. This is a long one too. God dang it. I can't get him to target. That dude's right there hitting me and I can't see what. Oh, that shit pisses me off, bro. The fucking word falls off him and it's so fucking annoying. He doesn't target him even though he's the one that's punching him. He's the only thing hitting me and he's targeting things up north when he should be targeting the one right below him. Oh, that pisses me off. Like fucking to no avail, bro. God, that makes me so mad. That's what I'm talking about, dude. This game is so freaking hard. I'm getting murdered and so annoyed. YouTube, like all the fucking made up word snappy chatters and shit, that pisses me off so bad. Who the fuck calls people snappy chatters, dude? Maybe I'm old, but I don't think that's a thing. To be honest. Like, damn. Ugh. Boy. God. It is to me also ironic that the degeneration of human mind was brought about by humans' insatiable need to consume, and that consumption was oft seen as the fiscal marker by which we measured our economic health. This guy's so preachy, dude. I get it, but damn, dude, we got it. The irony, of course, is that I know it's trying to make it like a story, but damn, it just comes off as so preachy, it's annoying. The irony, of course, maybe it's because I'm struggling with the game that I'm so mad about it, of course, is that in our drive for the newer, better thing, we consumed ourselves into extinction. I stood there for quite some time, in my driveway, under those humming cell towers, watching humanity descend into the bowels of hell before I decided to act. It wasn't the pleas on instant telegram, the begging on face calls, the anger on snappy chatters, or the frantic posts on UTV by survivors screaming into the void that moved me. I have seen enough of humanity at the community college level to know that we'd never survive, and if we did, it would only be to find a new way to devour ourselves. No, it was only when I saw a way to turn off the damn cell signals forever that I put on pants on and ventured beyond my copper-laced sanctuary, looking for the key to end the cellular plague. Sick, dude. Oh yeah, I'm like, whoa. Alright. Oh damn, we can still in the same place. Raincoat, boy. Damn. The one button to roll them off. This is getting better, okay. Yeah, I like it more when he's talking about other stuff than preaching about cell phones, bro. Jesus. You see, in the midst of the horror, I found something. Proof well beyond the usual unsourced video clips of subliminal and mind-controlled digital psyops or corporate eavesdropping. A rogue young woman vlogging her journey across the country in search of a rumor that had bubbled quietly in the deepest of dark web conspiracy chats. I thought you didn't care about that stuff, bro. Is vlogging different from UTV or whatever the fuck else you called it? Snappy chatters? Project Raincoat, a government cellular kill switch, the one button to rule them all, a rumor worth walking into Mordor for. Or. This game gives me a speech impediment. Makes my speech impediment come back. But yeah, kind of ironic that vlogging is okay, but UTV is not. Weird. Most vloggers are on UTV, I would think. Fucking what is that? Tanner House Ashpool fucking bitch, dude. I don't know who the fuck that is. God damn. That fucking stupid ass long name. Another thing that sucks is when there's a hyphen, the whole word goes gray so you can't tell where the fuck you're at. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it so much. Fuck you, Tanner. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, bitch. God damn. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. You're a bitch. Okay, dude. I just lost the game. Thanks, dude. I didn't even read it last time. I don't know what a loot idea is either. I need to look that up. Intelligent. Oh, those stupid names again. By parents who can't spell Annabelle. Oh man, screw those names at the end, boy. Stupid ass parents can't spell Annabelle. God damn. So today's list of wasteland shower thoughts has, or as I now call them, things I've fixated on because I'm mildly delirious from hunger and sleep deprivation. Forearms are getting annoyed. I'm doomed to be the last person to lose the game. I'd be afraid to search Freud's browser history. 3, I am a Luddite who, due to fear and age, has latched onto elitism and conspiracy theory as a means to sabotage my relationships and prevent myself from embracing the change necessary to communicate with my students as intelligent young humans, who, through my tutelage, could grow to become my peers. 4, zombies are a really convenient metaphor for 20th century American capitalism, thoughtless consumption to the detriment of, well, everything. 5, somebody's parents can't spell. I don't know who these people are. Shirley, Annie Bell, Tannhauser, Ashpole should have saved the world. Is that one person? Or 2 people? It should be 2. They were separated, so I'm assuming it's 2. Wow, this freaking chapter is long, dude. Pontificate. I hate that word. I hate pontificate. I don't know why, but it's a bad word. Not her stupid name again. Oh, it is one name, dude. It is one name. That is one person with a really fucked up name. Is that the creator of the game? No. Okay, so they made TV or cell phones, I guess. Oh my god, look how many words there are, dude. Bro, I did see that the H came up with it, but like, I wish the letter would just stick with the damn zombie instead of just like lingering. I know it's because there's so many zombies on the map that the box gets stuck on something. I don't know why that happens, but it's annoying. It is so annoying. It makes so hard to target like the closest zombie, dude. 456 words, bro. We were typing a whole page. Like 500 words is a page, right? Wow, dude. I did upload my ammo on accident. Oh my god. 400 words, bro. 456. That's so long. It's so many big words, dude. Oh my god. Fuck pontificating, bro. Pontificate. Pontificate your asshole. I'm so tired. Let me pontificate. Several years ago, a young woman by the name of Shirley Annabelle Tannhauser Ashpole was a cellular technologies PhD candidate out of Stanford University, and she discovered the cellular plague. I found her first upload on UTV while I was racked out in a sleeper cab of a derelict semi. The channel was created to be both an archive and a tool for other researchers to recreate her PhD dissertation on the effects of cellular signals on successive generation of lab rats. Her operational thesis stated simply: there would be no significant cognitive disruption of degeneration over the lifespans of multiple generations of laboratory rats as a result of being subjected to full inundation of Generation 5 cellular signals. Full disclosure, Ms. Tannhauser Ashpole said it as the first video began. My research is being funded by Vercast Communications. Verizon. Her research team uploads mundane progress updates for the first 6 months. Just videos of rats doing rat things, and grad students marking boxes on charts and muttering scientific jargon at the camera. But then this video stops right in the middle of her project. I hunt around the web for a few hours trying to dig up anything related to her research, and there's nothing. No follow-up, no dissertation, no research published. Then it hits me just before the Project Raincoat. Rumors started making their rounds in the anti-cell chat rooms. I followed. There was a dark web address that popped up from a user named DeadRatWalking that claimed to have the truth about cellular technology. Now, following a rando deep web address is just a bad idea, so it dies out. This guy's in the dark web, and he hates technology and people being memes and gamers and whatnot. It's pretty crazy. It's just a bad idea, so it dies out pretty quickly because no one wants to take a chance on a link that might be a Russian snuff site or some kind of malware. But as I'm going back through my DMs, I realized that the rumors appeared right around the time that TA's project went silent. So now, let's call it TA from now on. That's good. So now I dig what harm is there in surfing unknown dark net addresses now that everyone's already eating each other IRL? It took me a little while, and a couple of dead cell phones, but I was able to track down the website. Lo and behold, oh, it's too long. Bruh, your journal... Oh, wait. Bruh, your journal's too fucking long. You're gonna have to watch the video and, like, see what I'm typing. I remember it being like Tannhauser was doing something. Fucking dude, come on, man. This dude wrote a fucking page so long it doesn't fit in his stupid ass scrolling thing. Toxic. Come on, man. You gotta do better than that, homie. Well, at least this one should fit, but it's still long. I guess we left with watching the thing. Oh yeah, you thought it was crazy. He said, blah blah blah. I would have thought you were crazy back in the day before my neighbors started eating each other, whatever. That's basically what happened last time. At least this one should fit, hopefully. So I can kind of stay in my other forms now that I have enough ammo, so that's kind of good. Makes it a little bit easier. So maybe that's what you should do, is just like max your ammo and things instead of upgrading your rifle, I don't know. But then you're risking a lot to do that. Because if you don't start killing a lot of things and getting what you need, that's a little bit too RNG for me. I'd do it the way I did it, if I could do it again. Now I'm getting enough kills, but back in the day, if I didn't have an upgraded rifle, I would have died so many times. I'm gonna have to... no, I think I got the gist of what happened last time. I was gonna say, I have to reread it too, because I didn't get to read the damn thing in one thing, but I can probably piece it together. It's unnerving. Is that what he's gonna type? Oh. Phone call. Hang on a second. Hello? 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 Hello, hello. Okay, fuck you too. I need a break, bro. Jesus. Whatever. We're almost... I don't know if we're almost done. We might still be on... I think we're still on chapter 2. I wasn't laughing when I finally watched the next months of TA's research videos. Okay, so it did end in the last day where he's saying, I'd laugh you all the way to the bar if you told me blah blah blah, if my neighbors would start eating each other, because it's the new cell phone waves. That's what he said at the end. I remember typing it. When I finally watched the next months of TA's research video, it picked up right where the UTV channels ended. At first, it looked like a few of the 4th generation of lab rats might have some inbreeding problems, but that was quickly ruled out when the entire generation started showing significant cognitive degeneration. By the time they were mature, they barely had the capacity to differentiate between food and fecal matter. At the beginning of their 6th week of life, the 4th generation of lab rats died, all of them, within the same 3-hour period. The other rats completely lost their minds. The live ones couldn't get far enough away from their dead companions. It was bedlam as the remaining rats tried frantically to escape the rat city TA had built for the breeder colony. Then the dead ones got back up and began to attack the living rats. The 4th generation vastly outnumbered the rest of the colony. 4G, baby. That Ratopia became an abatier. Rats scream when they get eaten alive. Everybody screams when they get eaten alive. I wouldn't have expected them to scream so loud, but when you're stuck in the back of a semi in the middle of most silent night, well, it's the loudest sound in the world. I'd like to say that was the worst of it, but it wasn't. Those half-eaten crimson-wet corpses started twisting and twisting until they were upright and wandering around the Ratopia, smearing the floor with blood-slick tails and what's left of their internal organs. That was what TA came into the next morning. I had to turn off the volume while she... I had to turn the volume off while she screamed for a few minutes. Oh, baby. Actually, I'm using this more than anything. I need to upgrade this more. Okay. Rifle's more of like a contingency plan now, to be honest. Oh, thank God, 139 words. You know what's gonna happen. Well, at least she tried to do the right thing. That went well. I like it when it's 100 words. Leave it to 100 words, bro. 400 is way too damn much. It's even too much for your journal page, dude. Sometime later, the rest of the team arrived. T-Hay has just begun to retrieve her rational mind from the corner of the room where it's still screaming when another grad student reaches into the enclosure to try to collect a specimen. Now, if you are a fan of the horror genre, you are likely yelling at the screen for the idiot to stop before he loses a hand. This apparently occurs to T8 as well, because she quickly pulls him back before we graduate from zombie rat to zombie researcher. The team spends several hours around the enclosure watching the rats and reviewing the previous night's footage while discussing how to proceed with the project. In my opinion, they come to a hasty conclusion, scientifically speaking, when they unanimously agree to euthanize the entire colony with halothane gas. Predictably, it doesn't work. Yeah, they're zombies, dude. The fuck? Man. Bro. Is this still chapter 2? Bunny Foo Foo, baby! I used to love that when I was a kid. Little rabbit Foo Foo hopping through the forest, swiping up the field mass and bopping him on the head. Haha! That's sick. Big fan. That was a big fucking, that's a throwback to my childhood, son. That's a really sad story. Kinda. Little rabbit Foo Foo gets his ass got by the damn, the fairy or whatever it was, I think, in the story. She's not doing it for an effect, she's doing it for science, son. mortar actually gets pretty OP later on. The gas cloud lasts forever, and it kills more than enough to get more ammo. Oh baby, much success. Yeah, at this point I can do it pretty easy with my other weapons upgraded, but I still think you can't do that too early. Because you're gonna get stuck. It's very easy to get stuck in this game. This leaves Tannhauser Ashpool to how exactly to murder several hundred undead rod rats. The obvious answer is to test a number of methods of euthanasia. I'll save you the details and only say that they finally decided that the movies are indeed correct. The only certain method of disposing of the inhabitants are Disneyland's big zombie adventurers pull a little bunny foo-foo, crush the head, destroy the brain. It's worth mentioning that during their research into a precise disposal method, there's a moment when the whole thing finally goes full-on Rat of the Living Dead. TA severs the head of one of the zombie rats and brings the camera in close to show the audience that the eyes are still blinking and the mouth still chomping at flesh it can't get to. You figure it's going to be a quick in and out just for effect, but she leaves it there for over an hour to show us that it's not just some delayed response, some trick of the nervous system. She even brings a live, unaffected rat into the frame, and the decapitated rat head completely loses its mind. What mind? Didn't have a mind to begin with, right? It's a zombie. A zombie, baby. Oh, okay. Is this repeating? This is repeating, dude. This is the same thing as last one, dude. How did we get to the same level? Don't tell me that's the end of the game. I'll be kind of pissed. It's just repeating for dramatic effect, of course. Or maybe he was just so happy with his little bunny foo-foo thing that he just decided to do it again. Alright. That was not near as fun the second time. Jeez. Oh, my fucking arm. Ah, we already read this. Yeah. Fuck, my fingers got... This is so long, dude. I've typed so many words. It's like a fucking light novel I'm typing. Jesus God. I'm back. Fuck, dude. They're just grad students. That's gotta be the worst way to actually get rid of somebody, is mugging on wrong is how you're gonna cover it up. Boy. I feel like that could be tracked pretty easy. Yeah, failsafe killed me last time, boy. God, that was bad. Is she dead, probably? Oh yeah, she gone. That sucks. Ain't looking good for our hero. God damn. The last of the research live stream on the Deep website shows TA's lab erupting in flame. TA's last social media post claims that she went to Vercast and they NDA'd her, confiscated her research and shut down her lab. A few weeks later, her team starts dying. Suicide, car accidents, house fire, muggings gone wrong. All the obvious activities of a conspiracy theory or cover-up. Muggings gone wrong, huh? Disappears until the second day of the panic when another live stream pops up on the website. Tannhauser Ashpool stands in a desert. She's in the Mojave Desert. It's gotta be Fort Irwin. Everybody knows Fort Irwin in the military. With her back to a military base in the distance. I immediately recognize where she is. Her voice is lost to gust of winds that wreck the audio, but I make out just enough to realize she's talking about Project Raincoat. There's a fail-safe to kill all the cell signals in the event of an emergency. She's going to drive down there to shut the whole thing down, and she'll ram the gates if she has to. Several tense minutes later. So this bitch killed herself trying to drive in there. Her car's wrecked on hydraulic pylons. And yeah, they can stop a tank. You think they can't stop your stupid ass car? And TA's catch is a few choice lead chunks to the frontal lobe, spelled it wrong, courtesy of the Deadly Forces Authorized portion of the U.S. government's Del Rio Research and Development Lab security protocols. The stream was dated 2 weeks ago. Given what I've seen in the last week, I think there's a good chance that the entire country has been swept away in a tide of relentless dead, and maybe I'll be able to walk right into the lab. Seems as good a place as any to follow up on a way to save what's left of my living but still brainless species. Fuck. If that one repeats, I'm probably gonna be done, dude. I can't do that one again. That was so long. Oh. What? It's not even finished. You traitorous asshole. No, that's really good. You have completed Keyboard Commander, chapters 1 through 3. Thank you so much for playing. You have no idea how much it means to me. You're looking at the product of 7 years of grueling work and painful personal growth. We have 2 more... Bro, it took you 7 years to do the first 3 chapters. What do you mean we got 2 chapters coming out soon, bro? We're gonna have to wait another 7 years? So keep an eye out. Click to see your score. Nice. 55,206. Beat that, anybody that beats this game. Credits. Lead programmer and executive producer William Fallong. Systems programmer Stephen Hitchcock. Distant cousin of Alfred Hitchcock. Project manager Gen X. Gen X, huh? Narrative department Seth Taylor. Technical artist and estet Chris Dougherty? Dougherty. I don't know. Music and sound designer Steven Garcia. Special thanks Tim Collins. This stuff. But yeah, it was a really good typing game. Probably one of the best typing games I've played. Problems. The zombies are really small. They're hard to tell. Game is hard as shit. That's not a problem. That's a good thing. But it's so hard. 400 words is too... 430 words is too much for one level, bro. That's like writing a whole page. And this dude's... I love how expansive this dude's vocabulary is. But damn, 430 super long words is rough. Definitely when you can only see 2 at a time. But yeah, I really liked it. I liked the fact it had upgrades. The story was getting really interesting. I'm kind of sad that it ended. One of the levels repeated, which kind of sucked. Very unfortunate. Because that level was pretty long. Not super long, but long enough. Really cool game. I'd love to see the last 2 chapters, but if it took 7 years to do the first 3, who knows. But if you made it to the end, thanks for watching as always, guys. Even if you didn't make it to the end, thank you anyways, even though you won't see this. And yeah, alright, we beat it. Bye!